What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast, the podcast where we talk about anything going on in WWE and no holds barred on anything we say. Literally no holds barred, guys. We're not with the PG era. We're beyond that. As actually WWE's been for a while now, a couple of weeks. See some off PG era stuff, but anyways.
It's that season,
It's that season, boys. New season. WrestleMania's here. Where this is our WrestleMania prediction video / we'll go over every single match and we'll give our thoughts on them. Let's jump right into it, guys. The first match I have written down here. It's the Divas Tag Team match. I call it the hashtag Give Divas a Chance Tag Team match. Even though this probably should have been the Fatal 4-Way for the Divas title, which would have made more sense. But anyways, they made it a tag team match. We have AJ Lee and Paige against the Bella Twins. I'm thinking this is... Well, since we all thought this was going to be in the pre-show, which is not, because we found out a match that should be on the main card is now on the pre-show. And now the Divas match is on the main card. I mean, this could be part of the Give Divas a Chance.
Oh, I just want it to be a Fatal 4-Way match. Why does it need to be a tag team match? Like, why? What does it matter?
I don't see... I mean, it'd be nice if the match came, like, when the match comes out on Sunday night, and then they all of a sudden change it to a Fatal 4-Way match, and like the crowd goes fucking nuts. That'd be amazing, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I kind of see them having actually a tag team match, and Paige and AJ trying to work together, and the Bella Twins kind of figuring their shit out. But you know, who knows? But I think if the match goes to what WWE usually does with the Divas, it's probably going to be like a 5-minute match / 10-minute. We'll see how long it goes.
Going off a roll-up or a punch or something.
Yeah, off a botched move.
According to Phil, he thinks that Paige, isn't very good.
I think she's good. It's just you guys overhype her way too much according to her abilities.
No.
So that's why I have to be the foil to that. I have to be the one who criticizes her the most because you guys fail to do that. So
Paige is the future of the Divas division. Her and AJ Lee.
Maybe yes, she's got a good other 20 years in her career. She's only like 20 right now. So
the Bella Twins have no skill whatsoever.
The Bellas
try too hard. They try too hard. You can tell that they try so hard to get away from that stupid Total Divas gimmick. And
as AJ Lee said, they slept their way to the top.
And it's not always about being the best in the ring. You need to have character.
Yeah.
Which the Bellas have. They're like the divas. They're like the alpha bitches, if you want. And yeah, that's why I chose the Bellas for this match because on Raw, AJ Lee and Paige, what happened there? AJ elbowed Paige, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened on SmackDown.
SmackDown. They had a promo which they actually cut from TV because of what was said in the promo. It was actually pretty interesting. I guess was it Nikki Bella or is it Brie Bella brought up that I've seen Brock Lesnar more on TV defending the title than you ever have, which is kind of I guess split according to WWE, and they kind of cut the whole promo out, and basically like Nikki Bella said at the end, I'm pretty sure she said "Bring it, bitch." Okay. And then like They charged the ring and like had a brawl, but like I guess they just cut that whole thing out of SmackDown because I didn't see it anywhere. But you can go on YouTube and you can look at the actual Raw footage.
So what is the last we have seen of AJ and Paige? Was it them not getting along, or what happened? Did we see any of them
they're actually like, they're on SmackDown. They kind of like sort of got along.
They're being frenemies.
Frenemies, okay.
Frenemies.
I'm still going to go with the Bellas.
This tag team, the official name is Paige.
Paige?
Paige.
Yeah, that's kind of the name I would have come up with.
Yeah, well,
it's pretty obvious.
The Freaks and Geeks, I could have called them.
Whoa. Freaks and Geeks.
Oh, yeah.
Freaks and Geeks in a good way.
Yeah, anyway.
Easy, big fella.
So yeah, me and Kyle picked AJ Lee and Paige. And no sell Phil here goes with.
Got to go with the Bella Twins. Yeah, with the no sell pick. It's a must. It's corporate. It's best for business. But you know what? Phil's good and he's entitled to his decisions, and he brings up his good points, and we bring up our good points on that match. But anyways, that's it for that. We're moving on to the U.S. title match. Yes, we can finally cheer for Juan Gaina. Finally, this is going to be the only match. I don't remember the last time I picked a match where I actually wanted to pick John Cena and actually wanted him to win. There's been times where I pick Cena and I'm like, obviously he's going to fucking win.
Yeah.
But now this is actually a match where I want him to win because I think John Cena is going to bring so much more prestige to the U.S. title.
Yep.
And bring it back into like.
They need to have these top guys get the mid card titles to bring them back to being relevant again.
Yeah, because when was the last time U.S. title was ever relevant? Like exactly, you have to think about it. That's how bad it is. It's not like you can just say, "Oh yeah, last year." No.
Like the IC title maybe, but the U.S. title is just really not relevant at all.
Yeah,
because Dean Ambrose held it for like almost a year,
and he never defended it.
Yeah, and then after that, Sheamus won it, and then
no one gave a shit.
Yeah, and Rusev won it from him. At least with Rusev and Sheamus, you've got like. They defended it. Well, Sheamus.
Yeah, and then Sheamus got injured in a kind of piece. So like you couldn't do anything after that.
It's pretty bad when Rusev's the most relevant guy to hold the U.S. title in a long time.
Yeah. At least he's a believable champion. Like he kicks ass. But yeah, I picked Cena for this too because it's WrestleMania and I can see them. I can see Cena winning on the big stage.
I think this has the potential to be a really good match. I mean, watching the last couple of matches that they faced each other and the build up for this match is they do such a good job with the build up with John Cena, and like this is like the U.S. versus Russia kind of thing. Like it has the tremendous potential to be a great 15 to 20 minute title match.
If Rusev can last 15 minutes in the ring, that's the problem I see rising.
Yeah, which is true.
We all know John Cena can put up a good match, but can Rusev hold his end of the bargain?
His matches are not long.
No, this is gonna be definitely his proving ground, Rusev.
Yeah, this is gonna be like. Either take him to bigger, better things, or he's just gonna kind of flatten out from here.
And if Cena wins, this will be either he wins by pinfall, and will be Rusev's first pinfall loss in the WWE, or it'll be his first tap out, whether he wins via STF or the FU.
Since Rusev always makes everybody tap, wouldn't it be ironic that he tapped?
Yes. I kind of see an STF for the win.
There should be another tiebreaker.
Crowd loves it when it's a submission win too for a title. That's
we
always
should have
done
that as
in epic
another one of
fashion.
our tiebreaker picks.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And is Lana gonna be there? Like where is she right
speaking
now?
of ass, Lana's actually gonna be there.
Speaking of ass, yeah, I've read a couple things online. Phil, Lana is scheduled to be there.
She
was filming that WWE Films movie crap.
Yeah, and I guess they had auditions for Russian soldiers for Rusev's entrance. So Rusev's entrance is going to be something to see.
Cool.
Nice. I'm guessing Lana will probably be part of it. Maybe she'll be like the drill sergeant of the soldiers.
Yeah.
Which that'd be amazing to see. So there's a lot I've been reading backstage of what the future plans are, or what the future ideas are for this WrestleMania and what they're doing with the entrances and what they've been scouting, I guess, for.
Yeah, John Cena always makes an entrance too, so.
I'm wondering because they haven't done anything. They haven't said anything about John Cena's entrance, so John Cena could basically just have his generic entrance, or he probably could come out in like a military vehicle, like he did a few years ago with that army guy. I can't remember his name. But yeah, this match, a lot of potential to be good.
Yeah, I can't believe we're actually going for John Cena.
This is crazy.
I could probably say it's been about 5 years.
And of course, it's on the grand stage of the Mall of WrestleMania. Yep. Moving on. I went back in our old podcast. We predicted and we wanted this to happen for the IC title to be defended in the ladder match, and they actually made it happen.
Wait, did you predict it or did you just read a rumor online?
No, I actually said back in podcast what they should do with the IC title.
Yeah, because we wanted like a Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania, like they used to have back at like 24, 25.
And I remember mentioning that.
And this was before all the rumors started. Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
It's finally. So I am the seer of this match. It's the Intercontinental title match, and it's being put in a 7-man, as far as we know, 7-man ladder match. Whether or not Sheamus returns for this or the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal is in question. The participants for this are Daniel Bryan, Bad News Barrett, Dolph Ziggler, Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, Stardust, and Phil's boy R-Truth. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say Phil's boy is because our pal No Sell Phil here has picked R-Truth to win this match.
You've heard that right.
I think R-Truth is the wild card. Like, he suddenly appears for this feud out of nowhere. What was he doing before this?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Jobbed.
So why would they bring him back? Just a job in a random ladder match?
Here's a bold prediction of R-Truth's future. He's going to do the same crap he's been doing the last 2 years.
I was going to say, I've said in a couple podcasts.
So what has he been doing for the last
Phil.
2 years? Comes back, gets a nice mid-card tier
But he doesn't
title
win
run.
there's no title run. No. R-Truth will not win this match.
Why not?
Phil, as I predicted a few podcasts back, I think R-Truth is in this match to be a spot filler kind of thing. Like, he can put on a good match.
Yes,
but
because R-Truth is a spot guy.
He is.
He is.
How? What kind of spots does R-Truth do?
He can just, you know...
The ladder match spots he's good at.
That's Kofi Kingston, no?
Well, the Kofi Kingston's not in this match, so they need somebody like that to do it. So I think R-Truth
But R-Truth is not that type of person.
How do you know?
Because I've seen his matches. He's not a spot guy.
Maybe this is going to be the breakout R-Truth where he does some high...
And he'll end up winning.
No, he will not end up winning.
So that's what you're saying.
I think R-Truth has...
No, that's not what you're saying.
I think R-Truth has some good spots that he could give, especially coming off the ladder or something. He's basically just there to make the match
make people
good.
look good.
Yeah.
And maybe make himself look good by winning the title at the end of the match.
Okay, Phil, we'll see.
We'll see. But there's a lot of good talent in this match. I mean, literally, you could, if you look at it from the outside, any one of these superstars except for Stardust.
No Stardust.
I'm sorry, Phil. R-Truth or Luke Harper could win the IC title. I see either Barrett retaining or Daniel Bryan winning it, or they can give it to Dolph Ziggler and actually give him a good push for once.
We know that's not gonna happen.
They could give it to Dean Ambrose and make this could be the start of his big push that they've been.
But how is that a good
push?
push for Dolph Ziggler? He's won it like 4 times now, and like
Yeah, but then he's also got screwed after he's won that title. He'll lose it in like the next month.
This always happens with Ziggler.
He never goes on a good title run when he ever wins a title. They always fuck him over.
Exactly.
So maybe this will be the beginning of that good title run.
Well, hopefully.
But
because they always do the same thing with him.
But even speaking of that, that's not even my pick.
No.
Me and my boy Brandon here, we picked Daniel Bryan because it only makes sense that they want to boost up.
You have Cena's the U.S. champion, and
Daniel Bryan's the U.S. champion, and you're just bringing so much prestige to those 3 titles, and I'm also including the WWE title because it's a top tier title. You want to bring more prestige, just give it to some top guys, some a little bit over the top mid Carter guys like John Cena and Daniel Bryan. Make the IC title more relevant again. And
give Daniel Bryan actually a chance, not getting screwed over.
Exactly.
I mean, give him some kind of a moment at WrestleMania after this year. So.
And last year, he couldn't have gone... Last year, 2014 into 2015, was supposed to be Daniel Bryan's year with the WWE World Heavyweight title. And because he got injured, he couldn't do that. So, in a way, I think WWE is going to do this with the IC title with him and make it more relevant again and less boring when Bad News Barrett has it. I think it's boring as shit when Bad News Barrett has the belt.
Yeah, he has not done anything during this title run at all.
I think he needs to go back to doing his bad news thing.
Yeah, when he was doing his bad news thing, like interrupting people and having a match here and there, that was good. I loved that Bad News Barrett. It was hilarious. Now it's just like when he has the title and just something about it, it's boring. Like you don't want to see it. It's just like, okay, great. It's like watching Los Matadores.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's that bad, but it's pretty bad.
But yep. That's our picks. We got Brandon, me, Daniel Bryan, and Phil with the underdog pick of R-Truth.
That'd be the pick of the century.
Phil, if R-Truth wins, I'm going to give you a special award for pick of the year.
That would be pick of the year already.
Oh wait, how can you do that? Because isn't this the beginning of the year? Someone else might get another pick of the year.
There's going to be no pick that's going to be better than that, Phil. I'll tell you that right now.
Literally. There'll be no one... That's like... Oh my god, it's like sticking your hand in a haystack and finding that needle. Mm-hmm. Like right away. So, moving on, guys. We're going to move on to the Fail 4-Way Tag Team Match. Oh, yes. This is the beginning. This is the first pre-show match out of the 2.
This is the bathroom break.
This is a pre-show match.
Yep, this is the first pre-show match. It's a 2-hour pre-show. The first hour is going to be this match.
So wait, the main show is 4 hours long, and there's...
a 2-hour pre-show.
How many matches are actually announced for the main show?
We have 9... including the pre-show, we have 9 total matches. But there's a rumor that they're going to add a 10th match, which is going to be Mizdow against Mizdow against The Miz.
Which is why they moved the Memorial Battle Royal to the pre-show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it could have made sense. They could have left the Battle Royal on the main card and put Miz against Mizdow in the pre-show, but whatever. Maybe they're... No,
they're probably going to something happen in the Battle Royal that's going to spark that. Like, Mizdow's going to take out Miz.
Anyways, on to this tag team. It's not really relevant. I mean, this match is going to be going on while people are still filing into the arena, so it's only going to be like half the crowd in the stadium. So this is when we're going
to order food and stuff.
Yeah, so this is where we'll be ordering food and doing our own Goon Awards and stuff like that. So I'll have it on the TV, but we're barely going to be paying attention. We have Swiss Beats against the Usos against the New Day And my favorite tag team in the world, Los Matadores, because I just love talking about these guys.
Olay! Go home!
Go home. Why are these guys still here?
But wait, what's your problem with Los Matadores? Is it their gimmick?
They're
Is
shit.
it, what?
They're
How are they?
boring,
How are
they're
they shit? I'm
vanilla.
asking you. What aspect of them do you not like?
They're bad. Their gimmick is
The
terrible.
wrestling is boring. It's just generic.
They're basically, you don't know if they're a heel or not because they act as a face, but they pull off heel tactics.
like with fucking El Torito out there.
El Torito interferes in the match and causes the opposition to lose. That's dirty. That's something heels do. You don't do that if you're a face.
Their offense is just so soft. Like, it's
Yeah,
just
that
garbage.
okay. That
And
I
like
agree with.
when you watch them at live events, they don't even wrestle. It's like it's like watching a fucking cartoon. Like,
It belongs on Saturday Morning Slam.
yeah, if that was still around, keep Los Matadores in that show. By all means, just keep them on there. I'll be happy that they're fucking on there every day. Like, I don't care.
Well, we're not picking them,
But
thank God.
now they're in the fucking. They're on the Wrestlemania card, which pisses me right off. Like fuck's
no other
sakes.
tag team could have been on there except
Yeah,
for
they
them.
could have put the Ascension in there. Why are they in the? Why is the Ascension in the Andre the Giant
Yeah.
Battle Royal?
The Ascension are pretty bad themselves.
Why couldn't they just be in the fucking tag team match? Like, oh my god, you brought them up from NXT. You're giving them like a big push, and then now you just fucking put them in a battle royal to face each other. What the fuck is that?
And you replace it
You're
with
replacing
Los
it with
Matadores.
Los Matadores, the greatest tag team on the face of the planet.
The world's greatest tag team,
Yeah.
except they were god awful.
Oh my god. Anyways, this match is probably gonna last 2 minutes. I
The only
think
reason-
I'm being
only
generous.
saving-
I think I'm being generous.
The only saving grace for this match is hopefully Tyson Kidd or Cesaro pulling off some kind of good spot.
Yeah, and you're gonna have fucking New Day trying to get half the crowd who's finding in trying to find their seats to do some clapping, but they're not going to join in because they're trying to find their fucking seats.
Even if they were,
Right, leave them alone, New Day. Like, you gotta find your seats. It's a big stadium. Like, they're not gonna sit down and just start clapping with you when they're trying to find their goddamn seats.
Anyway, I think we're all in agreement for this one for once.
Like
It's
Swiss Beats, it's just gonna retain their titles. I can't see anyone winning the fucking titles.
They're a good tag team. Good
I mean,
good tag team.
They could
champs.
have the Usos winning back again, but fuck, that'd be just generic WWE again. Like,
Swiss Beats is just good, right? Like finally giving Cesaro and Tyson Kidd a decent push.
see,
for
if
the
I can
title.
pull, it's one thing I could pull good from this match is they're giving Swiss Beats finally a good push and a well-deserved title run. Because both those superstars have extreme caliber and are both out-wrestle anyone in that ring besides, I mean, the Usos can put up a pretty good match, but they out-wrestle anyone else in that ring.
And I think they should hold the titles for a pretty long time.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree. I agree they should go maybe for another couple months.
Yep.
And then if they do something with the Ascension, maybe have the Ascension have the titles and be like the heel tag team with the titles. Something like that.
But yeah, Swiss Beats for the win.
Swiss Beats.
Yep.
Moving on, we have the great anticipated debut match for Sting against the Authority's own Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
The King of
Man.
Kings. Ooh.
Triple H.
I have never wanted Triple H to win more, but I did pick Sting because you kind of have to.
You're forced to pick Sting in this match. How do you have someone who WWE has been wanting to get since day one after WCW folded, and Sting just never fucking wanted to come until now? How do you have him come, finally, sign a contract, build up this epic feud since Survivor Series, and then have him lose?
Well, Triple H just comes back and puts people over now.
Basically, it's been like that for the last couple WrestleManias.
And I mean, you know me, corporate Cappy. I love picking corporate people, but I mean, I can't pick corporate Triple H this time.
No.
I mean, not picking Sting would just be like ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, I think this match. I mean,
I want to know how much Sting can still wrestle. That's what I want to see. I want to see how long of a match he can actually. Put
See,
on
this is
Sting.
what I was about to say. Apparently he's in really good shape. They just released a video. I don't know. It was some company. It has nothing to do with wrestling. It was some fitness company released a promo video of training Sting, and he actually looks jacked as shit.
All right, good.
He is in fantastic shape. When they're showing the video of him training, there's no like slow movement. He's fucking quick and agile. He basically looks as jacked as Triple H does.
Good.
So I was scared. I thought this match was going to be really short and just like a quick 8-minute match, and then that was going to be the end of it. But I see some potential. I kind of see a 10-15 minute match.
I have a
these guys can
question.
put
Where
on.
do you see this match on the card?
This is tough because
Do you think they open with this match?
no, because I was also reading about the when I was talking about the entrances things. They're also asking for actors to play scarecrows for Sting's entrance, or they don't know if it's for Sting or Bray Wyatt. But they're doing another crazy Triple H entrance like he's had for the last couple years. So maybe I'm going to wait. They're probably going to wait till it's dark enough to do that. Who knows, man? They could do it in the daytime. You never know. But, like, Sting requires darkness, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
He comes out in, like,
But then
black
so
and
does
white light.
so does Undertaker.
Yeah,
So
so
both
where do
those
you
matches-
put
I
these
can't
darks?
see those matches being so close to each other on the card. That's the thing. Maybe.
I can't tell where they're going to put this match. It's so hard. Maybe they'll do it, like, right when the sun goes down. So that'll be, like, I don't know.
middle
I
of
don't
the
know.
pay-per-view?
The middle of the pay-per-view could be. God, they could. I'm pretty sure they're going to put Undertaker, Bray Wyatt right before the World Heavyweight Title match.
Well, they're gonna have a cool down match, don't you think?
Oh yeah, it's a cool down.
Probably the stupid Divas match,
It's true.
because it was last year was the cool down match.
Yeah.
I can see the ladder match opening the show.
See, that's
that's
probably
a good
100% what they're going to
prediction,
do
Phil.
because they were doing it when they were doing the Money in the Bank.
It would always open up and get everybody excited. And
Yeah.
Last year it was Daniel Bryan versus Triple H, wasn't it?
Yep, it was, and that got the crowd into it.
Yep. You got to get a match that gets everybody into it at first. So.
But anyways, about the match, looks to be really good. Hopefully these guys can put up some pretty good spots, and we'll see how Stinger's
anybody
done.
intervenes in this match?
I don't know.
Stephanie Mac,
Stephanie, maybe she'll be at ringside again, 100%.
I can see maybe Ziggler and Rowan and Ryback helping Sting if it ever comes to that.
Yeah, if like
Well,
if like
the
J&J
corporates.
Security comes out.
The corporate
Yeah.
show, Corporate Kane, they all
Yeah.
come out.
What if Hulk Hogan comes out and helps Sting?
Oh my god, that'd be unreal.
That'd be intense.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Hulk, like, can Hulk not be involved with Sting for once? Like, seriously.
Oh, never
They have
mind.
history though, fellas. It only
Exactly.
makes sense.
It should be. They should leave it in.
Hogan
in the
turns
past.
corporate. Come on.
Hogan turns corporate.
Anyway,
This actually looks like it's going to be a pretty good match. So
What
we'll
is-
have,
what is
it's
Sting
it's a
win
we'll
with?
see kind of match.
what's Sting's finisher again?
The
He's
Stinger,
got
the
Stinger
Stinger
Splash?
Splash and the Scorpion
Deathlock?
Death Drop and the Scorpion Death Lock. He's got 3 finishers actually. I think maybe the Stinger Splash is like a signature move though.
Oh, okay.
But anyways,
Yeah.
Stinger. We all
Sting,
pick Stinger.
everybody picks Sting.
And we're
The
gonna move on.
vigilante Sting.
The vigilante. Forgot. It's not the Icon Sting. It's the fucking Vigilante. It was the stupidest nickname they've ever could. Why couldn't they just stick with the Icon Sting?
Wait. How is it a stupid nickname?
I know it makes sense.
He's
because
fulfilling exactly what
I
a
understand
vigilante
it
does.
makes sense. But it should be
Vigilante.
called the Icon
No,
Sting.
Icon is in the past. That's WCW. This is a new chapter in Sting's career.
Triple H was called the game since day one. You didn't change it.
He was in WWE. Sting, WCW stuff.
Big Show was
that's
called
in
the
past.
Giant in WCW. He's
Exactly.
still
So
called the
when he
Giant
came to
Big Show.
WWE, he changed to the Big Show.
Corporate white.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but they
Moving
could
on.
have just kept it on. Anyway, moving on to a pretty heated feud. Actually, it's been pretty funny the
This has
last
been
couple
an
weeks.
actual really good feud.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be just terrible, but they actually built it up into a good feud. We have Seth Rollins against Randall Keith Orton.
Yep. Psycho Orton, Tweener Orton is awesome.
This is awesome. Like the Randy Orton we've seen the last month and a half,
Probably the best
I've said
Orton
in
I've
previous
ever seen.
podcasts, is the best we've ever seen. He's actually done some good promos.
Yep.
Like these are the best promos he's ever done since day one. These are the best promos he's ever done.
Like,
It
giving
only
the
took
finger.
him 13
Yeah.
years to get semi decent at doing
Yeah.
a promo.
He's actually got some good
But
mic skills.
I
Finally.
agree. Orton's been a little bit interesting. I still don't give a fuck about him. Heel, face, or tweener. I just can't.
Okay,
care
heel
about
and face
Orton.
Orton, I agree. Face Orton's god awful terrible, and heel Orton's boring as all hell. It's like Stone Cold like laying there with his fucking pillow saying boring, but yeah.
Orton, I don't want him to ever be in the main event again unless it's Lesnar kicking his ass. Or he's on the losing end of like a Royal Rumble match or Elimination Chamber.
Well, I think this is
Orton came in the same time as John Cena. John Cena's on his way, a little like kind of like
to the mid.
slowly progressing to the mid card, and I think they're kind of doing the same thing.
Well,
Randy
I think
Orton.
this is going to be Rollins like their chance to like hype Rollins here by beating Orton like a well-known main card guy. That way it pushes Rollins up.
As
to,
far as they say, it is true. Seth Rollins is the future of the WWE.
Yep.
He's one of the future guys that are going to be the top guy. Like him, Ambrose,
I know our boy
Reigns.
Manny disagrees.
Everyone's
with that.
going to be. I know. I
Manny
don't know how
doesn't
Manny
think
disagrees.
that,
I don't know why he disagrees with that.
He doesn't think that Seth Rollins can sell out an arena and be a main event.
It's because you start from the. I don't want to quote Drake here. You start from the bottom and then you get there, man. You fucking work your
Seth
way up.
Rollins is like he's not going down. He keeps getting better every month. Like Phil said in a couple of podcasts, or I think it was the award show. Phil was talking about how he's grown leaps and bounds from his time in Ring of Honor on the mic.
Yeah, because he sort of, in Ring of Honor, his last few months, he was doing like, he kind of rehashed CM Punk's like Summer of Punk and ROH, and it was just, he was bad on the mic. But like, he's so good now, and he's ever since Bryan got injured and he's been gone. Well, now he's back, but Rollins has been like the hardest worker in WWE, and he's doing really good work.
And this whole top guy for the authority thing is genius.
Yeah.
Like the whole J&J security, he's like the perfect top heel.
Oh, and his reaction when Jamie Noble was like, "I consider myself the secret weapon of the," and then
best.
Seth Rollins just looks at the camera. He's like, "How did you get that idea?" That made all of Raw for me. Like,
Rollins is the future. So I
just really like these guys and like.
So I think this match is
ring,
what Brandon said. This match is going to be Seth Rollins' boost into that top category by beating Orton, a former top guy. Yep. But Phil, you have written down here that you picked Orton.
Yeah, because Rollins, he's been getting like the upper hand over Orton this whole feud, so I can see Orton getting a win. Because whatever happens, Rollins still has that briefcase, so Rollins could just like jetpack himself to the top away if he needs to.
I could see that.
So Orton can win, and it won't really affect Rollins that much.
Yeah, if Orton loses, it kind of buries him a little bit.
Yeah. But,
and like, guess who Orton lost to when he left for a while? It was against Rollins, and we were at that live.
Yep. You know what? I kind of see that too. Phil, you bring up a good point. Besides all that, you know what, guys? I have a huge prediction for this match, and I think we're going to see it, because we haven't seen it since the Royal Rumble. We're going to see another Phoenix Splash.
Oh, yes,
boy. Yep.
Please.
We're definitely going to see a Phoenix Splash done on Randy Orton, and I will mark out huge when I see this again. Actually, speaking of moves to mark out too, it's really off topic. It's nothing to do with WrestleMania, well, kind of, because Hideo Itami is in the
armbar.
The Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Last night, at an NXT event in San Jose, he successfully did the move, the GTS, for the win.
Oh, I have to look for that now.
Now, for all you that don't know, Hideo Itami, or Kenta back when he was in New Japan, that was his move. That was not CM Punk's move. That was actually Kenta's original move, and it was called Go to Sleep back then as well.
Well,
CM Punk, how would you say? I couldn't say steal, but he like inherited that move as his finisher in the WWE, and originally CM Punk's finisher was the Anaconda Vice. Like when he first started in ECW, he was using the Anaconda Vice. Then there was the one match against
Pepsi Plunge.
It was like I think it was like Hardcore Holly. He won via GTS, and like the crowd was fucking going nuts. They're like, "Holy fuck, that's Kenta's finishing move!" And then he just kind of stuck with it. But that Kenta last night pulled off the GTS on Tyler Breeze for the win, and I watched a video online. Oh my god, the crowd reaction was insane.
Yeah.
Like, they marked out so big, because when he put him up on his shoulders, the crowd knew he was going to do the GTS, but I guess the last couple weeks on NXT, he's been trying to do it, but he's also got fucked over. So he never pulled it off. So when he finally got it done, the crowd went ballistic, and he won off the 3 count.
Does the crowd know that was his old finisher? Or
yeah.
Oh yeah.
The NXT is definitely the IWC. Like, they're definitely the independent wrestling crowd, for sure. Like, NXT is huge for IWC.
They're like the most hardcore, in-depth, most knowledge guys.
Yep. NXT is definitely like, oh my god, NXT is growing so much right now in a rapid pace.
They're touring too. Like, we have to catch a show if they...
The nearest tour, we're going to the NXT tour.
Like they respect the good wrestlers. Like, look when Rhino came back, how big of a reaction he got in NXT. If he would have came back on Raw or SmackDown,
there no reaction.
No reaction whatsoever. But like NXT, they marked out like he was like a fucking huge superstar.
Yeah.
They just appreciate good wrestlers.
But I know that's a side note and nothing to do with what we're talking about right now, guys. In WrestleMania picks, I just had to get that out there. Like, it was insane when I watched it last night, and I couldn't believe it.
And speaking of another returning finisher, do you guys see Randy Orton pulling out the punt for this match?
I wish I could see that.
You know what? I kind of see him attempting it, but missing, and then Seth Rollins maybe, I don't know, maybe he'll like dodge it and end up winning with this. Maybe he'll drop kick Randy Orton's legs and win with the curb stomp. But yeah, that's actually another good prediction, Phil. Maybe we'll see a punt or something. But yeah, this match has a good potential to be unreal.
So yeah, this is a hard match to pick, but me and Kyle go with Rollins, and Phil goes with Orton. But I mean, could go either way.
Yep. Moving on, probably going to be one of the matches of the night, depending on Undertaker's condition and how.
I want to see what kind of condition he's in.
I think everyone's expecting to see what condition he's in, just because he hasn't done this in a while. Like, him and Bray Wyatt's feud, Taker's never been on TV. The last time he did a feud like this, where he has been on TV, he just waited till WrestleMania to wrestle, was
Kane? WrestleMania?
WrestleMania 20. And that was an extremely good feud back then because, Undertaker got buried alive and he's just sending messages from beyond the grave and fucking with Kane, moving the ring around, sending coffins and all that stuff, the burning symbols. It was crazy. I remember that back then and I was like, holy crap, that's like insane.
And now look at the burning rocking chair and all their unreal promos they've had.
And back then when Undertaker came back, WrestleMania 20, you get the biggest pop. That was huge. And then Paul Bearer coming back, like that was insane. And now this one with the burning chair, the lightning hitting the chair and making it catch on fire, which it was Sister Abigail got destroyed by Bray Wyatt weeks and weeks before that, and then Taker brought it back from the grave and struck it on fire, which was unreal. And then,
wait, Sister Abigail is the chair?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew that, Phil. If you followed,
is she like the ghost sitting on the chair, or?
In a way, Sister Abigail is the form of. It takes form of Sister Abigail.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
And he just called the chair Sister Abigail.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt's been doing like a pretty good job building up this feud.
Carrying this feud for a little bit.
But
Undertaker only had one response, and then we just had Bray Wyatt promo.
What does Bray Wyatt call himself now? The
new face of fear.
Yeah.
And it's on there's a new T-shirt out, and it's new face of fear. So obviously WWE is gonna go in that direction after this.
Bray Wyatt's stepping it up, man.
Undertaker, he's basically the next Undertaker. And I kind of see if Finn Balor brings the demon gimmick to the main roster, he could be the next Kane, sort of. Like, not the biggest Kane, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, the character itself.
That'd be a good feud, too. That'd be unreal.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, too.
But as for the match...
Who knows? I mean, I've been watching videos the last couple weeks and seeing on Undertaker's Instagram, Michelle McCool's Instagram. Taker's been actually keeping up in really good shape. He's doing a lot of CrossFit training I've seen. He looks pretty good. I mean... He looks healthy. He doesn't look grungy and old. His complexion is pretty good.
Against Bray Wyatt, he's not going to get beaten up as bad as he does against Brock Lesnar last year. Like, Bray Wyatt's going to be a little bit more easy on him.
Yeah, I know. Sell more.
Yeah.
To Undertaker, they can do a lot of good spots. Like back when he faced CM Punk at WrestleMania, Punk put over a lot of Undertaker's move. Like, people back then thought Undertaker couldn't wrestle and couldn't do another match, and that match turned out to be a fucking insane match.
I just think Brock Lesnar was too physical of a guy for the Undertaker. Like, he just beat him up, man.
Yep. I kind of predict this match only to be between 10 and 12 minutes.
Yeah, I don't expect it to be that long.
Because Undertaker is old. He's getting to that age. I mean, regardless of like if he's in good shape or not right now, he's getting to that age 50. Where he's almost 50. Like, he can't put up these crazy matches like he used to do. Like, I'm pretty sure we're never going to see a dive over the top ropes ever again.
Are we even going to see an old school anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, old school is the dumbest move ever.
Or like the giant...
What do you mean? That's my favorite Undertaker
Yeah, it's
move.
classic Undertaker, but I don't know.
It's vintage Undertaker.
It's like the 619. It's just, I don't...
Oh my
god!
It's one of those moves that just compared the 619.
I'm willing to suspend my disbelief so much, and like the 619 and the old school is not for one of those moves.
Oh my god!
But you know what? I think it's all gonna come down to one thing. I've been thinking about it. Is last year Undertaker had a concussion, right?
Yeah, during the match, yeah.
And he fell backstage. Sister Abigail, the finishing move requires a head blow. Is Bray Wyatt going to successfully hit a Sister Abigail in this match? Or are they going to...
Just Undertaker wins?
Undertaker reversing it at one point into a tombstone and like making sure he doesn't really get a lot of head bumps. I mean, WWE's plan right now, I've read a little bit into it, is to have him retire next year at WrestleMania 32 just because it's in his hometown of Texas.
Makes sense.
And they'll put him in the Hall of Fame that year too because it's in his hometown as well.
So it'll
be his farewell match. Yeah. I only see one person you could face next year in that farewell match.
Kane?
Nope. Someone he's never faced before.
John
Cena?
Yeah, but now it's like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
I know because that has nothing to do with the streak, but like, you know what? It's just something, it's someone John Cena has never faced, well, technically not ever faced, but has never beaten.
Yeah.
He's never beaten The Undertaker, ever.
No, now that I think about it.
Even back when when he's in Basic Economics, he never beat The Undertaker.
Never.
Taker got the upper hand every time.
So I think he's the only guy that Cena's never beat.
Yeah.
So, even without the streak, he never faced Austin. He never faced Hogan.
And like even back then, it wouldn't matter because John Cena was just starting out. Now it makes sense because John Cena's like solidified himself as the top guy. Like he's the Hogan of this generation.
Yeah.
It only makes sense to have him have a farewell match with the Undertaker, and then putting that alone doesn't need the streak to be involved. That alone has the potential to be an epic match.
You convinced me, Kyle.
Yeah. So that's my guess, and I'm hoping they do so. as they're already talked about planning to do Rock Lesnar, which is either gonna be or not be for the title, which is
what, Lesnar versus Undertaker?
No, Lesnar versus
The Rock. Oh boy,
yeah,
that should be good.
But I think us three picked Taker for that.
Yep, us three did pick Undertaker.
It's still streak mentality.
Yeah.
You just pick Undertaker.
You just pick Undertaker every year at WrestleMania. I mean, it's like we were talking about earlier. It wouldn't make sense if Taker lost 2 straight WrestleManias in a row.
No.
I know. What, he's going to go 50-50 now? 21 and 21?
He can't even wrestle that many times anymore, so it's not like you can't.
He'll roll him down on the wheelchair.
Yeah, like 21 and 2 just
50.
sounds bad. If you keep it at 22 and 1, it's still an unbelievable streak that no one is ever going to compare to. No one's ever going to get up there.
Oh.
I mean, it would have made sense for him to retire with an undefeated streak, and that could have that would have been amazing. But obviously, WWE had other plans, and actually, just Vince McMahon had other plans because he's the one that called it. Whatever, I don't care what the fuck he says. He's the one that made the call, and Taker's just like, whatever you want to do, Vince, because Taker's like the most humble guy in the fucking world.
He's the most loyal WWE employee they've ever had. Really.
So he's gonna listen to whatever Vince says.
Yep.
This match, I hope, lives up to some potential.
Yeah, I just hope Undertaker can actually go.
I'm looking forward to the entrances,
Yeah,
the in-ring action. They could, if they, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
To be honest, the entrances are going to be...
They'll take up more of the match.
Yeah, they're going to be half the match time and half of what people are looking for.
Yeah.
Because these matches are going to be insane. Like, remember like Bray Wyatt's entrance last year? He actually had the band play it, and they're all in like weird bird masks.
That was awesome.
And they had the torches, the flaming torches everywhere. Yeah. Like, that was insane.
And Undertaker's entrance takes 10 minutes, so.
Man, Undertaker's entrance is always epic. Like, last year with the coffins and the third, and like, it kind of messed up because like, the last coffin was for Brock Lesnar, and he lit it on fire, which means like, so Lesnar's not going to be in the coffin. So he kind of predicted himself losing.
Yep.
Hopefully he doesn't burn this coffin this time.
And the year before that was 29, I believe, right?
Was it the zombie hands?
Yeah, that was the zombie hands against CM Punk.
That was awesome.
That was, that was 2 WrestleManias ago that CM Punk was still relevant in WWE.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And now he's in UFC.
Yep.
But the zombie hands, and the year before that was WrestleMania 28, right? The Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
That's everyone wanted to see if he was bald or not. His entrance. The only thing that made his entrance epic was his costume. That was like the spiked, lizard looking fucking thing. And then when he came in the ring, he took his thing off and he had a mohawk, and everyone's like, "Holy shit, Undertaker with no hair," because he's had hair like his entire life.
Yeah,
it's more
well, kind of. He had when he was Biker Undertaker, he had like the spiky hair going on, but no one thought you would like see a bald Undertaker.
Yeah, come on, Taker, get it done, buddy.
Yeah, and then the year before was 20. Okay, I can go on and on, right?
Yeah.
The year before is the Johnny Cash theme song, but whatever. That was horrible. I couldn't believe that. How do you take his theme away and have him come out to that?
Keep my body down.
Anyways, we all picked Taker. We had our corporate goons pick Wyatt for some reason, but whatever. That's their pick. Corporate. That's their opinion. Moving on to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It's back. We thought for a while that this match was not going to be back.
The trophy was broken.
Because the trophy was broken. We're like, hey, what are they going to do? Are they going to rebuild it or what? And of course, they did rebuild it. It looks kind of nicer now. It looks like it's actually a real finish, not like a styrofoam finish like it was last year.
You know what I just realized just now? Cesaro's not going to be there to defend his
yeah.
Well, it's not something to defend, really. His name's on the trophy, though.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I guess
sure. They've got a little
he
plaque.
solidified himself as the first ever champion if they continue to do this every year.
Freaking slammed Big Show out of the ring. That was awesome.
Yeah. We had the participants we got Corporate Show and Corporate Kane. The Corporate Giants. Me and Brandon love them. We got Fandango, Zack Ryder, Curtis Axel, Jack Swagger, Adam Rose, Ryback, Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, Mark Henry, The Miz, Mizdow, Eric Rowan, Sin Cara, Goldust, Heath Slater, both Ascension members, Connor and Victor, and Hideo Itami, who won an NXT match at WrestleMania Access to get a spot in this match.
I think that was cool.
Me and Brandon were talking about this the other day. When we found out there was going to be a match and Adrian Neville was in that match, me and Brandon thought that if Adrian Neville had won that NXT match, he was probably going to win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Maybe get his push
to get that push up to the main roster and have something to build on, which would have made sense. I mean, in a way, it kind of makes sense to have him do that, but it's Hideo Itami. I don't see Hideo Itami winning this. It's kind of unfortunate, but whatever.
He's got a
He's got a WrestleMania spot, which everyone wanted to see.
He's got to pay his dues first.
Hopefully, we see a GTS now. If they saw it at the NXT live event last night in San Jose, I hope we see it in the Memorial Battle Royal.
Every week are going to want him just to see that.
Yeah, true.
He's not going to be ready for the main roster yet.
Yeah, you're right. We'll go with Brandon's picks, and he'll give us his reasons why. He picked Corporate Kane.
Corporate Kane!
And the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
Well, Mark Henry's just a homer pick. I mean, Mark Henry's my boy, and he did win that whatever battle royal they had on Raw a couple weeks ago. So he did win that, whatever the hell that was.
Yep.
So you gotta knock the world's strongest man out of there. So he's always a safe pick in the battle royal.
Yep.
And Corporate Kane, was corporate pick by Corporate Cappy there, and
he's gotta have a corporate pick.
yeah, you gotta have at least one corporate pick, and I mean he finished third in the Royal Rumble, so. Yeah, we'll go with Corporate Khakis Kane. Maybe he'll pull it off and everybody will riot because it'll be the worst win ever. But
yeah, I see those.
Those
are two pretty good picks. I mean, two big guys that could win it. I mean, it's Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Going on from the big guys to your picks,
which is pretty good. Going on to my picks, we got Ryback,
the big guy.
The big guy. I'm picking Ryback solely as I think that it's his time to shine.
As a face
now. They've released a lot of promo training videos on him preparing for this match. So I'm fucking just going with the spoiler pick, I guess, as I'm calling it.
I'm going with the big guy.
Going with the big guy, and I'm picking as a second pick. Corporate Show.
Corporate Show.
I'm gonna have to join in on the corporate gang, and I gotta pick Corporate Show. I mean,
makes sense.
Big Show, and I hope he shows up in this match in Andre the Giant uniform. Like in that singlet.
The one strap,
I hope he comes out like that. That'd be dope.
He finished second last year.
Yeah.
And then
he finished second last year. He got fucking slammed over the top rope. Like that was fucking insane. I remember us marking out huge.
Yeah.
When Cesaro picked up Big Show, literally picked him up and threw him over the top rope.
And then Big Show being corporate, saying he's gonna change the name of the
Yeah, he said he's gonna change the name of the trophy to the Big Show Memorial Battle Royal, which is very corporate, sort of disrespectful. But that's like that's the.
Isn't Andre his idol?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? He's corporate now, so
he's corporate.
Yeah,
so
we like Big Show now. Regular Big Show's awful, but Corporate Show, we can get behind.
You know what?
Show.
I'm actually excited to see this. I hope Corporate Show actually wins this, and that'd be pick of the year.
Comes out in his suit or something. Oh my god!
Man, you man. God, or he becomes Crybaby Show.
I think we'll be the only two guys on the face of this planet that are excited about that.
Yep.
Anyway,
I can see it becoming his thing where he gets the final two in the Battle Royal every year, but he always loses.
He gets fucked over. That'd be funny.
Gets jobbed.
But so my picks.
On to Phil's picks. We got Mizdow.
I picked Mizdow because he's over as fuck right now.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know if he'll be able to maintain like his popularity if he ever breaks off from the Miz. I mean, he's really good on the mic. We saw it when he was like the savior of the masses or whatever.
Yeah, he was great.
But it's really the stunt double gimmick that people really like, and like if he can't do that anymore when he breaks off from the Miz, but whatever.
What is he gonna do?
He's really popular right now, so I think he might win this. And then my second pick is I think Sheamus.
Whether or not he's gonna,
because I can see him. We don't even know, because I could see him as a surprise entrance because they've been hyping up his return. He could return in the IC title match. You guys were saying.
Yeah.
I see him more as a Battle Royal guy. That's why I picked him for the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
But the one thing that's making me doubt that is that the Battle Royal is in the pre-show now, right?
Yes, it is.
So I don't know. I'm still gonna go with Sheamus though, because surprise entrant, getting a win makes sense. Sheamus is a believable Battle Royal.
I mean, what you're saying, like it is in a pre-show, but literally, it's the second pre-show match, and what's right after the second pre-show match? The beginning of WrestleMania, which is going to be the IC title match.
Well, America the Beautiful.
Yeah, all that. I mean, like the very next match is obviously going to be the IC title match.
Yeah.
So Sheamus is a good pick.
Yeah.
Whether or not he's going to be in that match or not, but you know what? That could be a good push for him. He comes back from injury and wins the Memorial Battle Royal. I mean,
because Cesaro was a surprise entrance last year, so
yes, it was.
I mean, you look at this roster and it's just like
anyone could win it.
Like there isn't
except for Fandango and people like that.
But like there aren't that many guys that stand out.
Slater. Why did anyone pick Heath Slater?
Because Heath Slater's garbage.
Come on,
no one picked him.
Give Heath a chance, man.
I'm sure one of our
Heath would be a funny guy to win.
No, Slater's gonna slate, okay?
But it's just like there aren't any like top guys in this thing, so it's just corporate show, I guess.
Could you imagine the pop that when Heath Slater wins? Do you know he
Zack Ryder or something?
People would enjoy it.
Yeah, people would go insane if Heath Slater won the Memorial Battle Royal.
You know what? Why isn't
play guitar, win the trophy?
Yeah,
Why hasn't anybody picked a favorite in this match yet? Axelmania.
Because Eric Rowan's gonna kick his ass out again.
Yep.
And he's gonna say I was never eliminated from two different Battle Royals.
My name should be on that trophy.
Anyways, that could be a good match. Could be. I always say could be because they moved it to the pre-show, which is really fucking weird, but whatever.
I feel like this is going to be like a 5-minute match.
That could be a 5-minute battle royal. I don't know, man.
I think they're just going to throw a bunch of fucking shitty people out.
We'll have to see.
Like, I feel like Fandango and Heath Slater.
Here, let me go down the list and tell you right now who's going to be thrown out in the first 5 seconds. Fandango, Zack Ryder, Adam Rose, Heath Slater, Sin Cara.
That's
pretty much it.
Yeah.
Those guys are going to be out in the first 5 seconds.
Corporate shows.
See you later. Have
like 3 of them.
Good 5 seconds of WrestleMania fame. All right, go pack your bags and go back to the hotel. Do what you got to do.
Collect your paycheck.
Yeah.
Hey, remember who stole the show in the Battle Royal last year? He's not even in the company anymore.
Sure say.
Yeah.
It's true.
Who?
Alberto Del Rio.
Kicked all sorts of ass in that match last year.
Actually, I can't say Del Rio. It's El Patron.
El Patron. Yeah.
El Patron.
Anyway, shout out to Del Rio.
Yep. Anyways, moving on to the last and main event match of the evening. The WWE World Heavyweight title match.
Which about too low. A week ago was still up in the air.
Yeah, because of Barack Lesnar deciding whether or not to sign with WWE or not. And I guess Vince McMahon offered him a contract, is quote saying he couldn't refuse, according to Dana White.
Apparently it's the same
Like
crap about
Godfather
him. Like
style.
he gets paid like a full-timer but wrestles part-time.
Yep,
Yeah.
he said on an American Sports Center, it was ESPN Sports Center, that he's basically getting paid full-time pay, but he gets a part-time schedule.
This is basically what
Wow.
CM Punk,
Good for him.
Vince will pay literally anything to keep this fucking guy in the company. I mean, it only makes sense because he's the biggest draw right now.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not, he's the biggest draw.
Yeah,
Box
for the
office.
casual fans,
Yeah,
yes.
for the casual fans. I mean, the other one is John Cena because the kids all want to see John Cena,
Yeah.
regardless of what
But,
match he's in.
apparently it was a big influence because Sable, his wife, didn't want him going back to UFC.
Yeah, he's got a family now.
Yeah, and I guess he announced too that he announced his retirement from MMA. That means he's never gonna go back.
Yeah, he's officially shutting the door.
He's just gonna be straight WWE, which is good in a sense. I mean, like WWE needs a guy like that to have him be some of the top heels or sort of top guy, or put over people in the future.
Yeah. He's already proved himself in the UFC, so like
he proved himself in NCAA wrestling. He proved himself in WWE when he first joined. He won he was like the youngest champion.
He still is the youngest.
Yeah, he still is the youngest champion. Then left, went and won the UFC World Heavyweight title, came back, and now he's the WWE World Heavyweight Champion again.
Yeah.
So like, he's definitely had an unreal WWE career.
But until he signed that contract,
We had no idea what the fuck was gonna happen.
I would have said Reigns was going to win.
I would have said we all would have picked Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
But now that he signed his contract, we all pick Lesnar. There's
sorry.
no way Roman Reigns is winning his fucking match after Lesnar signs a big ass contract that guarantee you the first line on that contract was, "I want the title of WrestleMania."
Yeah.
And it would have been another thing, like, if Lesnar would have not re-signed his contract, it would have been like the whole Goldberg thing, him get squashed at WrestleMania by
They should have
Goldberg.
just kept this
and then
secret. This kind of ruined the pick. If
Literally
they had
does.
kept this secret and just announced on Raw the next night, yeah, I re-signed.
This is basically a spoiler, in my opinion.
This is the opposite of what happened at WrestleMania 20. Everybody knew Lesnar and Goldberg were going to leave. They got booed out of the building.
Yeah, they got fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
Stone Cold was the biggest draw for that match.
He stunnered them both the
Yeah.
hell out of WWE.
Yeah.
But now, this year, is the exact opposite. Lesnar's like, I was born to be an entertainer. I'm staying here. So now everybody's going to cheer for him.
Yeah.
And then, I was
You know
a fan
what?
of Reigns.
WWE could be smart. Sometimes they're smart. Sometimes they're not. Well, actually, most of the time they're not smart. They could be smart and be like, you know what? Let's just fuck all the fans over. Let's make them think. Let's announce the signing of Brock Lesnar and have Roman Reigns win.
Oh.
But Roman Reigns would get fucking booed out of the Levi Stadium. And that's the main event. You can't do this 2 times in a row in 1 year. You can't do that at Royal Rumble, and you can't do it at
Rumble last year,
WrestleMania.
too.
Those are your fucking top pay-per-views. You cannot have that.
No.
That's career suicide, Vince.
What were we going to tie into this from the beginning?
The contract.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah,
contract.
we discussed it.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
I thought we forgot something.
No,
This feels
we're
like
good.
take 2.
Let's take 2. We a lot of take 2s here at No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast.
that interview mode,
Yeah, it's crucial on my phone, guys. Now you guys know we do this podcast through a phone. Yes, that's how good quality it is.
Yeah.
You don't need to go buy $200.
$300.
We don't need that $300 shit in soundproof rooms, which would be nice. I mean, if we had the money, that'd be kind of nice.
Oh, this is best for business.
This
right
is
now.
best for business. This is corporate. Actually, I think a soundproof room would be corporate with like our own mics and headphones and laptops. But yeah,
Corporate
you know what?
suits.
if you guys subscribe more on YouTube, you know, we'd maybe get that money. But you know what? This sounds perfectly fine. You know?
Yeah,
we got our point across, and you hear what we got to say.
But on to the match.
On to the match.
How long do you think this match is going to be?
You know what?
15, 20 minutes?
I actually see this match being a half hour long.
I don't know.
I know Brock Lesnar is not like in the greatest cardio shape ever, and he sweats like after the first 5 minutes. But they could do it like they did with John Cena at SummerSlam. They just suplexed him a bunch of times, and then like waited 5 minutes, suplexed him a bunch of times, waited 5 minutes, and that made it a half-hour match. I mean, but it's obviously not going to happen to Roman Reigns. But like,
Reigns has a lot more.
look strong.
Reigns has way more cardio than Lesnar.
I think they're going to do a lot of spots. And the announce tables are going to be used. There's going to be a lot of smashing of those, ring steps, barricades, all that shit. I mean, it's not. You can't really call DQ on those. Yeah. So
I think Reigns kicks out of at least one F5.
At least one, yeah.
I think 2. I think Brock Lesnar's going to do at least 2. I think he's gonna do a Kimura lock.
I think Lesnar will kick out of a spear too.
Yeah, Lesnar will kick out of a spear. There's gonna be maybe you know what I kind of see, and I actually hope it happens. It'd be fucking awesome to see Brock Lesnar do the Superman punch on Roman Reigns.
Lesnar's above that.
Come on, it's such a UFC move. Or sorry, Manny would get pissed if I said that. It's such an MMA move. That it has to be. Brock Lesnar went to the UFC and went into MMA, so he knows how to do that move, quote, properly.
But it's a punch.
Maybe he's going to incorporate
It's a certain move that happens in the MMA that is used all the time.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe he's going to incorporate some UFC stuff into his...
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, we've kind of seen that in the past when the feud with John Cena and stuff like that. Yeah. He can pull off some good submissions. Like, where... Like, he can do, like, the type of MMA submission, but not do it too hard so that actually hurts. Yeah. You know, and it's just wrestling, right?
Breaking Triple H's arm.
Yeah, breaking, quote-unquote.
Oh, yeah.
And Shawn Michaels, too.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I predict this match to be a half hour long. We'll see some interesting spots. I mean, it's the main event. They have to make sure the fans are into this match and not booing the whole entire match and saying, okay, that was an okay match. You got to send them home happy.
Yeah, you don't want to have fans booing after WrestleMania.
Every main event is epic. Like last year, Daniel Bryan fucking making Dave Bautista tap out like Chris Benoit style and winning the World Heavyweight title. Year before, WrestleMania 29, you had The Rock and Cena putting like each other's finishers like 100 times before the end of the match. Same thing with the year before that with the same guys. And then
actually, the only one that sucked was Miz
27.
Cena.
That was terrible.
Boy.
I mean, thank God The Rock was there. If The Rock wasn't there, that would have been the worst WrestleMania of all time.
That was like the shittiest WrestleMania in the modern era.
Yep. So like they have a lot to live up to in this match. I just hope we see it. I mean, this whole card is turned out to be a really good card, better than we thought it was going to be.
From what we were saying at the beginning, or when we started doing the podcast again, it wasn't looking that too good, and we didn't really know what the hell they were doing, or they didn't even really know what the hell they were doing.
No.
So I'm thinking it's going to be about an 8.5. 8.5 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10? I'm predicting
thinking.
9. I mean, that's just my guess. That's my
Wait,
opinion.
for match rating?
This whole card is going to be a card predict. Like the whole WrestleMania rating, I'm 9 out of 10.
Oh,
I'm thinking 8.5.
I don't know yet.
Phil don't like to make...
Let's just start with a 7.
Start with a 7.
Yeah, and then
Phil,
you can only go up from there.
Every match we just went on, you're going to say a 7?
No. Phil starts off small, and then he'll go up.
We'll see.
Because, like, why are we predicting the rating before the show? It doesn't... I don't know.
It's a prediction
just looking
rating.
at the card.
Just looking at the card itself and the potential it has.
We're making predictions, so we have to make a prediction on the card.
I don't know. Like, wrestling-wise, it doesn't look that strong, to be honest. The ladder match will probably be the best match.
You're saying ladder match will be match of the night?
I think so.
For me, I think Rollins and Orton are going to steal the show.
I like those two, too. Those are the two I was thinking of, but...
The Orton factor, I can't pick that.
I know it's because you and Orton, but, like, Orton has been...
Me and Orton.
Yeah. You and Orton have, like, something going on over there.
No, or not going on.
Not going on. But, yeah, guys, WrestleMania.
We'll be sure to bring you a review.
Thank you, Lesnar, for signing your contract. You made it exciting.
Thank you for making the pick obvious.
Yeah, because until Lesnar announced that, the only reason I wanted to watch this show was to see Reigns get the shit booed out of him. Yep. I'm sorry, Reigns. You got a Rumble win and you failed to get yourself over. Yeah. People hate you.
People hate you.
They don't hate you. They just don't. Yeah. They don't think you deserve it right now.
No. The hate's gone down a little bit. But
yeah. That tug of war.
But he's kind of like, no, that tug of war is the worst segment I've ever seen. Especially to end Raw.
Before WrestleMania.
That's fucking terrible.
That was the shittiest piece of shit I ever saw.
That was two thumbs down Batista style right there.
Two thumbs down Batista style.
That was like I quit style right there.
But Reigns, I mean, he's been acting like a heel lately a little bit. I mean, he's like, people always ask him, well, what do you think about the crowd working? He's like, I don't give a shit about them. So like, you know, and they're talking recently. They've been talking around like saying like Lesnar's due for a face turn. So who knows? We'll have to see.
I don't think he can face The Rock if he's a face.
But like Hollywood Rock.
No, we can.
Come on, Hollywood Rock.
We can only hope.
Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
Easy, big fella.
Bear Rock versus The Rock.
Bear Rock versus The Rock. That should be the headline. But anyways, guys, those are our WrestleMania predictions for WrestleMania 31. Be sure to tune in after WrestleMania. I'm going to hopefully have the podcast posted by then or Monday sometime before Raw.
I'm hoping that we're going to be excited after to do a WrestleMania
I hope so.
review.
Oh, I think we will. I think there's going to be a lot to talk about.
It's going to be better than the first one we did. It'll be the NHBWR 1 year anniversary.
And NHBWR, we're now NHBWP. We've dropped the R. That's just stupid. I don't know why we had the word radio in there. We're not actually on a radio station.
Radio is like from the 20th century. It's the 21st century is the era of podcasts.
It'll be the 1 year anniversary, and hopefully, it's a
big upgrade on us. We have the network, boys. Forgot to mention that. It took us a year. We got the network, finally. We have it on TV. We also have the on-demand servers on the computer.
To you Americans, you don't have to hear us boast.
And I have to say, the on-computer on-demand is the shit. Literally, I've been watching old pay-per-views like crazy. I've watched Cyber Sunday 2006. I watched Backlash 99. Like, I just couldn't believe the shit you can watch on there.
Kyle watched 4 episodes of Slam City.
No, I did not watch Slam City. I saw it was on there. I'm like, you've got to be kidding. I sent a Snapchat to Corporate Cappy over here. I'm like, look, you can even watch Slam City on this shit.
Worst Snapchat ever.
It's definitely up there with the worst Snapchat ever. But anyways, guys, we'll be watching WrestleMania. Hopefully it doesn't cut out. We'll have a laptop on deck just in case. But be sure to tune in to WrestleMania, guys. It looks like a pretty good card. I'm your host, Kyle Masters, as always. We got my co-host, No Cell Phil, Corporate Cappy.
Best for business.
And this is it for No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast, the podcast where we talk about anything going on in WWE and No Holds Barred and what we say. And that's it.
See ya.